Well, let's talk about March 14th, students walking out for a short time period. Last time I heard it was about 17 minutes. Is that correct?
That is correct.
So I know at a couple school board meetings ago that you guys talked a little bit about that. And this talk about the stance that you guys are taking about this 17-minute walkout coming up here on Wednesday, the 14th, sir.
Yeah, well, first of all, I've tried to be very communicative, first with our staff and then with our students, parents, and community members. I've sent out emails and mailed out letters to our parents. We are not, the district is not taking a political stance on this. What we want to do is ensure a couple things. Number one, the safety of all students and staff. So we've worked hard in planning out how to handle and supervise this walkout. We also understand that I spoke with 21 of our high school students from the three high schools as well as the Career Center. And the purpose is to pay a memorial to those 17 staff and students that lost their lives some 3 weeks ago or so. And they also want to, in some way, communicate about legislation. That, as far as I know, is the purpose of their 17-minute walkout.
Okay, so there are some rules that these kids have to abide by. Let's talk about those this morning, sir.
Okay, first of all, the parameters are that you're not obligated to walk out. You can stay in the class. The teacher will stay in there and teach. If you would like to walk out, each of our high schools has a designated area that you must be in, as we would expect when you're talking about, First Amendment rights and freedom of speech. You do it in a respectful, responsible way. That roll will be taken just before the 10 a.m. walkout, and roll will be taken on the way back. If you don't return, you will be counted as absent, and normal disciplinary intervention will be used. We've worked hard with Chief St. John and our SROs as well as Billings Police Department. So we're trying to make sure that everything is safe, everything is done in a fashion that is quick, and that opportunity is afforded those students that want to walk out and those that want to stay in class.
Okay, so this is just for the senior high schools. It's not for middle school or anything like that, correct?
Well, the elementary and middle are a little different. I think, first of all, let's talk about numbers. You've got 1,700 or more kids at our high school, so, we're putting a real focus on making sure that we take all and every safety precaution. We're doing the same at middle school. Less kids, and there normally is less discussion we're finding about this 17 minutes. We are certainly prepared at the elementary and middle, but we feel most of our effort has been put towards the high schools.
Well, one, thank you for coming on. If a parent or a student are listening out there, is there a site that these kids or these parents can go to just to kind of recap what we talked about this morning?
Well, all of them got a mailed letter that covers all of this, and on our website, you can find it in my superintendent's letter. And the other thing I want to make clear that I didn't is that we are not going to allow the kids to leave campus, and we are not allowing guests or visitors on campus during this period of time. So we're trying to do this in a way that allows that freedom, but also does it in a way that's safe.